and welcome back to Queen G's Recipes, and today we are going to be making a vanilla sheet cake. Now this is wonderful, easy to make, delicious, and it is definitely perfect for Valentine's Day. You can decorate it with some sprinkles, chocolate shavings, whatever you like. It is going to be amazing and you're going to love it. Now the ingredients we'll be needing here today are some flour, baking powder, and salt. We'll need some milk, vanilla extract of course, some eggs. Now I have had my eggs at room temperature for about 30 minutes, some sugar, and some softened butter at room temperature. You need to make sure that it is soft. And that's about it. You will also need a 9 by 13 inch baking pan that has been greased with some non-stick spray or some softened butter. You will also need to have your oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's about it. For the frosting, I will show you the ingredients once it is time to frost our cake, but for now, let's move on to making our vanilla sheet cake. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is we are going to whisk our sugar and our softened butter, and we're going to mix it until it is a pale yellow, so probably around 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so my mixture here mixed for 4 minutes. As you can see, it is a nice pale yellow. So just make sure you scrape bottom and sides so everything is well mixed together. Now we are going to add in our eggs, and we're going to add them in one at a time while our machine is still on, and we will mix after each addition. Okay, so our mixture looks great. Now we are ready to add in our vanilla extract and our milk. And then we will give this a good whisk just until everything is well combined. And then we will sift in our dry ingredients and we will fold them in with a spatula. Okay, so at this point, it will look like your mixture here is curdling, but that is completely normal. So now, as I said, we are ready to sift in our dry ingredients and then fold them with a spatula. Then we will place them in our prepared baking pan that has been greased and lined with parchment paper, and we will bake our cake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so my cake baked here for exactly 26 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and now I have allowed it to cool completely. You want to make sure that it is completely cooled before you add any type of frosting. So I'm going to set this aside and we are going to work on the frosting now. So what we'll need for the frosting is some cream cheese. I have 2 packages and they are definitely softened at room temperature, must be softened. Here we have some icing sugar, also known as powdered sugar, some vanilla extract, and just a tiny bit of softened butter. And that's about it. So let's move on to making our cream cheese frosting. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is cream our cream cheese and our softened butter until they are a nice creamy texture. Okay, so now that our cream cheese and butter here are nice and creamy, you don't see any visible lumps, we are ready to add in our vanilla and our icing sugar. Now, once we do that, we are going to whisk for about 3 minutes until you notice we have a nice fluffy consistency. Okay, so after 3 minutes of whisking, I wasn't happy with the texture, so I whisked for another 2 minutes, and it gave me this beautiful cream cheese frosting. You want to make sure it is nice and fluffy and soft, and make sure there are no lumps in there. So in between whisking, I just went in with my spatula and I just made sure that everything was whisking together and we didn't have any chunks of cream cheese anywhere. So that is very important. Now, if after you are done your cream cheese frosting, you have some little bits at the top, just make sure that you don't add that into the frosting once you put it on your cake. So just leave that there where it is. So this is exactly what it looks like. It is soft, it is fluffy, it is perfect. So now what we're going to do is place this on our cake, our cooled cake, and then you can most definitely serve it as it is, or maybe add some sprinkles, add some chocolate shavings, whatever you prefer. It is going to be delicious, I promise you that. Now, I just wanted to mention, when making your cake, if you want to place it in a nicer baking dish and you're going to be serving it to guests, then you can not add the parchment paper because it doesn't really look that pretty. But because I'm only serving it here at home, I will be cutting it and serving it, so I'm not going to be presenting it to any guests. So it's fine the way it is now, and it's just a tip. You don't have to add it, just make sure that you spray the pan really well with some nonstick spray. It is moist and delicious. It is flavorful. The frosting is perfection. Now, I just like to keep it in the fridge a little bit just to kind of, you know, thicken up our frosting, and then take it out of the fridge probably about half an hour before you're ready to serve, and that's it. And you are going to love it. And that's about it. Very easy to put together, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us a nice big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload a new and delicious recipe. Share the recipe with your family and friends, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. The links will be in the description box below along with the recipe. And I'll see you on my next video. Take care. Bye everyone.